All right. 1 second. There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Race Network. We are here for Xfinity Racing today, the Primetime Motorsports 150. As always, joined with Tony Frey and Bobby Rafferty. Jeremy not here tonight, so hope everything is going well with him. How you guys doing today?
Man, I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun race. Lots of tight battling. Probably some wrecking. Probably gonna get pretty spicy.
Bobby, what do you think tonight?
Just echo what Tony just said. It's a short track. We're getting down to it. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Now, I've not seen any Xfinity races this season, so who are we got to watch out for tonight? Who do you think is going to be a threat?
Well, the Brandons, right? Banks and Schaefer, they're gonna be a threat. They are every race. But there's a few. I mean, Nathan Nixon's up there in speed. Spencer, he's been really strong. Pretty much any of those. Too. Yeah, any of those exiled boys, they'll be up there in contention. I think it's gonna be. I think we're gonna see it come down to a strategy race, right? Get a late race caution. Who's got a set of tires? I really feel that tires are gonna play a big role in this one.
Yeah, that would definitely be a factor. You know, looking at the schedule, we're going to have 4+1, so we're going to have 4 extra sets. Stage is going to be at 50. So I'm not really looking to take tires until we at least hit lap 50. And, you know, this is an easier track to pass on. We're going to have 32 starters tonight. It looks like maybe a couple admins in here as well, so maybe that'll get dropped to like about 30. You don't want to get stuck back there because it does take a while to get through, even though it is a pretty open track that's pretty diverse in grooves.
It is, but I feel like the fall off is going to be pretty big. Iowa's kind of notorious for that, right? You push hard early, you pay the price late. This is one of those tracks where throttle control is going to be big. You can really save the tires if you back up your entry to the corner, at least my experience anyways. And if you can save tires, you'll pass a lot of people back. Even if you're starting at the back, they're gonna fall back to you if you can manage your tires.
All right. Well, we got 2 seconds left until qualifying begins. Checkered flag on that. So I think we will run with Spencer Dewsbury. He was the fastest in practice if he gets out there in a reasonable amount of time. All right, Spencer Dewsbury out on track and is number 7. Qualifying wise, what do you think is the best thing to do here? First or second lap is the best?
From what I experienced, I think the second lap is going to be better. The car seemed really loose that first lap. You really couldn't put the throttle down on corner exit of 2. So I think lap 2 is going to be the money lap.
Yeah, I want to be careful on the bumps too. You don't want to have too much fun with those, otherwise could wrap the car around quite easily. Not that hard to get this thing loose on the bumps, either on the top or the bottom. They're really bad in 1 and 2, not so much in 3 and 4.
They are, but with this car, you can drive through them. It does upset the car a little bit, but it's definitely not as bad as some of the other cars I've driven here.
Spencer Dewsbury across the line does not improve. However, his first lap is still fastest as of right now. James McRae, very close to a championship last season in ARCA. 9th place right now. And seeing the trend, it seems like it is a first lap run right now. So a lot of people are doing good, unless they're really backing it down on that first lap. And not a good second lap. Does improve, but definitely lost about a tenth there, getting loose.
Now, I will say I'm curious because in session in iRacing it's showing Spencer's running at 23.2, so I'm wondering if maybe he scraped the wall or something and it's not counting it with
It must have
SDK.
been.
But right now he's got the top spot with a 23.2. Sean Pointer just put it in the second spot with a 23.29.
Yeah, top 4. 3 of them are Canadians. We got Dewsbury, Barroso, and Vachon.
Yeah, I think your SDK might be stuck there. It's not picking up the second laps.
It
but
may have. Well, I mean, let me look here. There's
Yeah.
one way to know for sure. Oh yeah, it does. That's odd.
Yeah, not a big deal. We'll call them off for you. Brandon Schaefer snuck in there to second place with a 23.288.
And it's still
Three
putting them in the right
3,000
order anyway.
off. Yep.
Looks like Newbro just finished. He's in 5th. Van Weston coming around and just finished. He's in 9th. We got just a little bit left, about a minute left in qual. See if anyone else is gonna give it a rip. Penley just finished and
Josh
puts it
Van
5th
Weston,
fastest.
he's been one of those that he's been finding a lot of speed in qualifying. We've been seeing him qualify up in the top 10. Hopefully that for him that will translate into race speed as well.
All right. Well, while we wait for final stragglers on qualifying to finish up, we'll go to the national anthem. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we are here and ready to do 150 big ones at Iowa Speedway. Everyone's getting lined up here, so let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. Spencer Dewsbury going to lead him off on pole with Brandon Schaefer on his outside. Sean Pointer 3rd, and it's going to be Cedric Barroso in 4th, Nathan Penley 5th, and Michael Newbro 6th. Vince Vachon, he's going to be in 7th with Nathan Nixon 8th. Ethan Collier is going to be 9th, and Jason Hastings 10th. Josh Van Weston is going to roll off 11th, and Evan Ludy 12th. James McRae 13th, Bill Moore 14th, Brandon Banks 15th, Sylvian Galin is going to be 16th. 17th is going to be Sundstrom, 18th Matt Webb, 19th Stephen Hine, 20th Ricky Williams. 21st Brandon No Money Hughes, and 22nd Sam Gordon. 23rd going to be Gatlin Downey. 24th, Isaac Wilson. 26th is going to be Tony Kivett. 27th, Adam Pettit. 28th, Davey Hendricks. 29th, Jarrett McCauley. 30th, Matt Forns. 31st, Joey Maines. And 33rd, Cody Riggs. 34th, Zach Bucher. I'm not sure if some of those admins are going to race tonight or not. We will find out.
Interesting strategy by Cody Riggs not taking a single qualifying lap. I think he's thinking it's going to get real spicy, real quick.
Pace cars rolling off. We're going to get this thing going.
We gotta turn Matt off. We do not wish to listen to him. There we go.
I'm telling him you said that.
Oh well. Alright. I mean, Iowa, I would say, in my opinion, probably one of the most well-liked short tracks in the game. I think it races good. You know, it's a lot of fun. Not too hard, but not too easy. A good track.
I would say it's one of my favorite short tracks just because how racy it is. Like the corners are wide. You can go 3 wide, and you know, it's got that ability to put on good racing.
I'll tell you this though. I never hear people complain about Iowa. I hear them complain about other tracks, but I never hear them complain about Iowa.
Oh, you will Wednesday night, that's for sure.
Now, what's wrong with the cup
complaining
cars?
already.
They are super loose.
Aren't they always loose?
No.
No, they
Not-
are
not-
the exact opposite, and we got close to what I want, but we went way past it.
Yeah, normally they're super tight. However, the iRacing setup was extremely loose. We concocted a setup that's still pretty loose, but you're definitely going to have people complaining Wednesday night, that's for sure.
All right, well, Spencer Dewsbury going to lead him down the line. Going to be green flag as he blinks out on the start. There we go.
And we got a lane change before the line by the 8 car, so I'm sure the admins will take a look at that one.
I did not notice
Brandon
that.
Schaefer makes quick work and gets to the lead.
Now,
It does.
Tony, if I remember correctly, back when we ran Xfinity here, and even when we ran ARCA here, or at least I ran ARCA here many moons ago, clean air is definitely key at this track. Even with it being a short track, you're still carrying enough corner speed where aero is going to be what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to have to account for aero push here.
And not only that, just
Ooh,
the different
Broso in
braking
the wall.
zones, right? You know, you can't really be aggressive on corner entry if the guy in front of you is being a little reserved on corner entry. It's real easy to get in the back of somebody, so definitely being out front is going to be advantageous to whoever can stay out there.
Finally, squeezing Brosa all the way up to the wall.
Yeah. That's like the second time he's been in there.
We've had a couple tempers flaring this season already, and we're now at a short track. I'm not speaking it into existence, but I'm just saying.
Mashy,
Yeah, I
smashy.
mean, I feel like you're gonna have that at any short track, but yeah, I have a feeling we're definitely gonna see some spiciness.
Well, so far it's been a good start. Everyone kind of chilled out, it looks like. Some people are in line. We got a few battles going on here. Isaac Wilson up 5 spots already under Sam Sundstrom. Or actually, no, that would be Matt Webb.
Yeah, definitely pretty well spaced out. Like you said, a couple side-by-side battles, but not much as far as single file. There's a car length or more between most of these cars, so I feel like they're probably being a little conservative, at least early on, and want to save those tires.
Ooh, Cody Riggs into Joey Maines. Cody is going pretty good, though. He is on highest mover right now, up 8 spots from starting last.
And that may have been a plan by Cody. He's coming off some real good momentum. Last week, just missed out on a P2 at Indy by Tony. What was it? 3,000 of a second to his teammate. So Cody, after that break, he had a very rough start to the season, and came back from the off week and was able to put a good run together. I'm sure he's going to be looking to capitalize on that momentum that he has coming in here tonight.
So early in the run, I'm seeing the trouble spot as the exit of 4 for a lot of these drivers. They're trying to carry a lot of speed, end up pushing a little tight and hitting the wall. Not a lot is a bad word. A few. I've seen it on multiple occasions from multiple different drivers, but that seems to be where the trouble spot is going to be. And if they're pushing tight already, they're going to be hurting that right front tire, and they are going to pay the price in the long run.
What I'm going to be interested to see, Tony, if you remember back to Next Gen last season, we were, granted, yes, Next Gen car, but we were running 3 and 4 right up against that fence. I'm wondering if we're going to see that groove migrate up to that top lane in 3 and 4 as the night goes on.
I really like that lane, especially in the Next Gen, but what I noticed in these cars is they were a little tighter than, say, the Next Gen or what we were able to run that with. These cars, they don't turn as well through the center to keep it down off the wall. There's a 30 in the wall again on the exit of 4.
He's having a rough go of it, and we're only 12 laps in.
Gonna take a peek at the chat. Mike pulling up the simulator.
I do think it's, when you do hit the wall there, I don't think it's going to do a whole lot of damage, because you're just grazing it, but it's more so the momentum you lose.
Depends on how hard you hit it.
Absolutely. As these tires wear more and more, you're going to be a lot easier to hit that outside wall. You're going to see a little more impact should they do it later in the run. But with that being said, iRacing says about 62 laps of fuel. So they should be able to run the stage without having to stop.
I'm looking at Cedric. Like, look at Cedric's car.
Oh yeah, it's there's going to be some damage, but it's also short track, so it probably shouldn't affect it too much. I don't think you're going to really screw up the tow.
We got a battle here for second, third, and fourth. Sean Pointer was able to leapfrog his way around Spencer Dewsbury. Almost took the lead on that move as well. Dewberry's going to look back down going into turn 1 and take Sean's line away. Sean just gave him a little bit of a boot to let him know, hey, I didn't like that so much.
I think Sean planned on doing the crossover there, but Dewsbury never really washed up the track.
That was a fine and dandy move by Spencer, though.
Sean was he was side by side with Schaefer there for a little bit, but wasn't able to compete with that momentum on the higher lane on the exit of the corner.
Now, I don't think we're going to have to worry about fuel. Is that correct?
Not for the stage, I don't believe so.
Or if it goes green the whole way.
Oh yeah, it'll be, if it goes green the whole way, you'll stop a stage, you'll stop somewhere around lap 100, and that'll be that. I think you'll be begging for tires way before you even consider fuel.
Yeah, but you're still going to go 2 laps down at least. If you take tires, if that caution flag comes out, you're donezo.
Oh yeah. And I think that's what we're going to see, is who's willing to risk it and come in early, try that undercut, but pray that caution doesn't come out, right? Because in the long run, you're probably going to gain that time back. You just got to have the time to do it and not get, let that green flag cycle work its way out, and you will probably move up towards the front.
And looking a little bit further back here, Isaac Wilson has broken into the top 20, currently running in P18, and definitely does not show any signs of slowing down here.
Yeah. I'm looking at a lot of these guys, and some of them I'm already seeing about a second of fall off 18 laps in. Looks like there's a few that may be running a little more conservative, where they're only seeing about 0.6 of a second fall off. But some of these guys are over a second fall off. So, 20 laps in, over a second fall off. That's, if it were to stay green, if you were to pit halfway through at lap 25, you would gain that speed back just
Yeah, right
in
now-
the fall off times.
Right now, the highest mover is Pettit. He's up 8 spots, right behind Wilson. So they're moving up pretty well. Pettit's up 8, Wilson's up 6, McCauley's up 6, Maines is up 7, Riggs up 7. No one else in the top 18 has moved up more than 3.
It's kind of looking like, honestly, Tony Cavett has only got 0.6 of fall off so far, where everybody else is sitting about 0.91, 1.1 second. Ricky Williams is sitting at 0.8, but a lot of them are well over a second off the pace or what they were at.
Problem for Tony is he's half a lap down.
Right, he's being overly conservative is kind of what it looks like through the lap times, where everybody else is falling off. If it stays green, it may work out for him if he can, keep those tires, because they're falling off pretty quick.
One person we got to give kudos to, though, has been improving race after race after race this season is Spencer Dewsbury. He's not letting Brandon Schaefer out of his sights. He's sticking right with him. Sean Pointer is fell back along with Nathan Penley and Cedric. So, hats off to him for being able to continue to run this pace and not let Schaefer go away. As we got a spinner down the backstretch, that's Sylvian. Looks like he may, from the blimp view, looks like he may have just got loose coming off of 2. And he is unfortunately
he got
gonna
whacked by Isaac. Plunk. Oh yeah, engine go pop. Yeah, he's done for tonight.
What's Isaac's car look after that?
Looks fine, honestly.
Okay.
There might be a little bit of a scrape on the right side. Yeah, it looks fine, to be honest.
Nose is clean, left side's clean, back end's clean. Haven't been able to see the right side. Yeah, he looks perfectly fine.
And Pettit now going under Stephen Hind.
I don't think you'll see too hard of a fight between these two being teammates. They won't roll over for each other, but I think if one has position, you'll see the other one yield, especially this early into 150 laps.
Well, looks like they're going to go high then instead and pass Adam Moody and Vince.
Joe Ibarra in the chat. How's it going, Joe?
Going on, Joe?
I still can't roll my R's, so I'm going to keep saying Ibarra.
What's up, Joe? Nice to see you, bud.
We had a little poker tournament Saturday night with Joe and a bunch of other guys.
Who won?
Isaac Dagner.
I haven't heard him in a flipping ages, bro.
He just happened to hop in that night. He's like, "Hey, I see you got a poker tournament."
He's at a race one day.
It was definitely a lot of fun, though.
Definitely.
All right, well, that puts Pettit up in the 15th. Yeah, it's getting pretty separated here in the front. Schaefer's now starting to build up a lead. He is now about a second ahead of Dewsbury and about 2 ahead of Pointer.
Gatlin Downey in the wall. Last time by, looked like he got really high on entry at 3 and got up in the marbles.
Gatlin Downey, where is he? I don't even see him. He's 19th.
Still running that no numbered car.
It says it's in the 35.
Yeah, and the car itself, there's no number on it.
I see a number on it.
Well, I don't. Maybe it's just my trading paints.
I suppose. Cody Riggs made his way up to 24th. A little check on the auxiliary driver. Now 23rd. Kivett, he's still. Is he still running the good laps?
I'll have to go back and check. Looks like. I mean, he started off at like a 24.0. He's running 24.6, 24.7. So still not really
Schaefer
abusing
running.
his tires, but yeah, that's kind of the thing is Schaefer's running 24.6s, 24.7. So Schaefer fired off faster. Now they're just kind of equal. We'll see what happens in the next 15 laps or so if Kvet's able to gain any ground.
Cedric and Nathan Penley with Nathan Nixon behind. Looks like Nathan's kind of not doing too good on the bottom. And ooh, up in the Nathan.
Looks like that 54 car is really putting it on. Had to lift there to get her stay out of that 49 car. Cost him a couple spots, but he was definitely gaining some ground before that.
Yeah, Brandon Banks.
Nathan
11th.
Nixon, Nathan Nixon, again, one of our drivers, came back from the break. Didn't have the best of the first part of the season, but was our most recent winner at Indianapolis, and now finds himself again running up in the top 5.
Yeah, right now trying to get under Cedric. I don't think the bottom's the way to do it, though.
I think you can do it early on in the run, but I think late in the run is just going to be... You just can't get the drive off the corner.
I mean, you can do the cut down, but the cut down, it does abuse the right front pretty good. How high are you really willing to go on the high side? Because you got to be careful of them bumps.
Yeah, 1 and 2 has those bumps on the high side, but 3 and 4 you can run it all the way up to the wall.
That's right on board with Nathan.
And as me and Tony learned last night, if you get too close to the wall, it makes you do kick flips on the other guy's screen. Tony was doing all types of triple Lundies and stuff on my stream last night.
Oh boy. What track were you guys at?
The Rock.
Rockingham.
Yeah.
Which
Fun.
was an absolute blast. It was pretty much top and a whole lot of fun.
Who won?
Bobby got it.
Go figure.
I don't want to hear go figure. I've won one race in the next gen, and that was last season. I can't even finish a race when it counts.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, you're real good in those classic cars.
Those Gen 6s are fun.
Because I'm a classic.
They're just a good, fun car.
They are. I'm still sitting here with my pitchfork and my torch screaming, bring back the Gen 6 and blow up the next gen car with as many grenades as humanly possible.
I mean, if you just shove in like just a bigger engine into the next gen, into the Gen 6, it could be okay.
I would agree with you there. 46 had a little issue in 1 and 2 last time, but I clipped the apron and really kind of checked up. Almost got into the 21 of Josh Van West.
I'll tell you though, I know Bobby's a happy camper because in a couple weeks he gets to drive his home track, or one of his home tracks at least.
Pocono. I need
big
redemption.
there.
Oh, I meant Oswego.
Yeah, that's another one with Oswego coming to the service. I've got an idea that I still need to run past the rest of the admin team for a possible special event at the Steel Palace. That track is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that would sound pretty fun. I mean, hey, you're an admin. Maybe we could put that on ARC or a truck schedule. I mean, it's a 5/8 of a mile, so it's not tiny by any means.
No, not at all.
89 up into 21. They saved it.
You're going to be looking 3 wide. Ooh, they're going to make it work.
Yeah, 89 nearly shoved himself right into the fence over the 21's nose.
That's what you call a pucker
Oh, three
moment.
wide again. 3 wide again. Okay, they sorted it out.
49 backs out.
This
Probably
is
wise.
where we're seeing patience run very, very thin here.
And you
Yeah,
want to
and
get those
this-
last few positions before the stage ends.
But the stage is coming, and you're not in a position for bonus points either. So
Exactly.
probably not worth pushing the issue right now.
Every
No, as
position
of,
matters, though.
as
Yeah.
of right now, Schaefer, Dewsbury, Pointer, Cedric, Nathan Nixon, Nathan Penley, and Ethan Collier will be our points paying positions.
Newbro trying to take that away. A good battle for between 6th and 8th.
I think some of these boys realize that they pushed the tires maybe just a little too hard there, and now they're paying the price.
Wondering what happened to Vince. He just fell off dropped like a rock. Ooh, a big lock up there from Banks. And his way to 9th. Banks might be trying to get some points. 3 laps to go.
Possible.
Gets under Newbro.
Can't make it work on that bottom line on corner exit, though. Gives that position back. Gonna try it again down here.
And diving in real hard, but you really can't do what you want because of the 45.
Yeah, there's just no corner exit speed. Running that low line on these older tires.
Seems like Banks took pretty good care of it because he is making some good runs under 45 right now. So gonna have one more lap to do it coming down the line.
He sent it down into 3. I don't think he's gonna be able to make it.
Yeah,
Stick.
He's
He's
make
gonna
it stick.
chop off the 45's nose, 45 in the wall, and gets the spot.
And the 45 does not look happy.
Eh. I can't. That was pretty tight. I'm taking the spot.
Is this the time where we get to scream, slide job, slide job?
It was definitely a slide job.
All right, Brandon Schaefer's gonna win the stage. Brandon Banks will get the last points paying spot. Caution is out. Well, how about that? Caution free for the whole race. How about we keep it that way?
Chat, now when we have 15 cautions, I want you all to flame Joe Robert. He's speaking it into existence.
No. Shout out to Brandon.
Odd, the 11 of Ricky Williams came down pit road and disconnected.
Must have had to go.
Something must have come up.
But Brandon, we were talking
I'm
to
not
Brandon.
sure. Ricky is from the Carolinas, so no. I was gonna say, if we see a very quick exit by the number 20 of Sean Pointer, during practice he had some decent-sized hail falling outside of his house, and him being in Tornado Alley, yeah, we might see exit stage left and bye-bye. Hopefully that doesn't come to pass, though.
Okay, down pit road. Schaefer should win the race off pit road with that gap he has, as long as he doesn't overshoot his box.
And I will say this is a tough pit road if you're in, like, say, the top 10, because you're
Yes, it
pitting
is.
on that corner.
I don't mind it though; it's nice.
It's hard to tell, especially the first time down, right? You're not sure where your pit box actually is. It can be pretty difficult. Oh, little banging between teammates there. 77 and 46 got together coming off pit road.
All right. Schaefer's in the lead. We'll take a break on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. He's led most of the laps today. All right, we are back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Presented by Simrat Market, AWG, Exiled Gaming, and the Talesman. Caution free to this point, excluding the stage. All right, what's up for these next 100 laps?
Well, I think we're going to see intensity pick up now. They made it through the stage. They know what their tires can do. They've got a plan, how they're going to, pit, what they're going to do here from here. I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see some split strategies here. I think we might see a two-stopper. We might see a one-stop. I think the people who can't save tires are probably going to try and two-stop it. The guys out front are probably going to one-stop it, do about 50 laps. And Schaefer got a huge jump.
All right, well, yeah, good restart by Brandon Schaefer. And at least for Spencer, he's going to be sitting on the outside with no challenge either, so that's good for him. Cedric, quick kiss on the wall. It's not your girl.
Cedric and Dewsbury both got into the wall there. It can be very, very sketchy on cold tires on that first lap. As we say that, we got a spinner towards the back down to the infield. I can't tell who that is because I cannot click that fast. That would be Joey Maines. Going to bring it back up on the track, though.
Any damage on him?
No, I think just a self spin down to the inside and kept it off the wall, but just lost a absolute ton of track position.
Yeah,
he's going to be sitting there going, please give me a yellow. Joe, talk about more yellows.
Yeah, that sucks because he was one of the higher movers today. Adam Pettit making good moves too. 16 up right now. That car, I don't know, whenever I see that car, it reminds me of my ARCA car that I was running recently.
And this battle back here, about 6th, 7th, 8th, all the way back to about 15th. Right on top of each other, too wide. Getting spread out a little bit in the corner, coming back together on the exit. Good battles. 3 wide back here. Isaac Wilson, Jared McCulley, and the 49.
Ray will get ahead of Penley.
Backing up on that outside lane in turn 1, the 8, the 6, and the 46.
Yeah, I got a bunch of good drivers kind of stacked up in this little 2-line spot here. Big dive there from Pettit.
Yeah, he's trying to make use of those new tires, trying to get the spots while he can.
Let's take a peek at the chat real fast. What do we got here? Saturday was super fun indeed, says Joe. Inferno, blame Matt.
Always blame Matt.
Unbelievable. My favorite announcer. You know what? We'll say that's me, because I'm not here anyway. I'm not here anyway, but Mr. Inferno says Tony, question mark with a bear. And then Jeremy is not here today. He will be back on Thursday covering for me. And then Jerry the Mouse.
I'm a Jerry.
Jeremy took a well-deserved PTO day, we'll say.
Yep. I'll be taking my PTO to see a real race on Saturday. So that shall be fun.
Isaac Wilson up to 12th.
Isaac is definitely hauling the mail tonight. I think he's got a good shot. Maybe not of winning, but definitely securing, I would say, himself a top 5. But as well as Isaac, I gotta...
Wall Penley.
I gotta give... Well, I say that.
You're
I'm not talking about
nice.
Isaac anymore. I am not talking about Isaac anymore.
To make that corner. Ended up having to take a bad entry because of that. Able to make it work, though.
I'm going to have to give my Exile guys a little bit of what's word, because all of them will tell you, we're not short track guys. They've been moving up through the field pretty well, and see here, I think most of them are actually finding themselves in the top 10 or close to it.
So who's on exile besides Sean?
So exiled as of right now would be Sean Pointer, James McRae, Adam Pettit, Stephen Hine, and Cody Riggs and Nathan Nixon.
Oh, jeez, you got the whole freaking Arca gang from last season. Oh, there goes around someone. That is gonna be. Who the hell is that? That's Josh Van Weston.
Oh. You have a redemption here, Joe.
29 just kind of came up on him and
Oh, yeah.
spun him out. Redemption here. What are we talking about? Redemption.
Brandon Hughes redeemed a random NASCAR fact.
Ain't you supposed to be racing, Brandon? Oh, he's out of the race, actually.
Yeah.
Well, he made his goal. At least he wasn't the first car out. Random NASCAR fact. What shall we do here? All right, you know what? I'll tell you one. Kind of relevant to what I'm going to be doing. The Fuji Speedway in Japan was actually started to be built by NASCAR, and I believe this was like in the 60s or something. It was supposed to be like a super speedway, like Daytona or Talladega, 30 degrees of banking. They actually did drive on it in the 60s on the road course when the track was finished, but the project ran out of funding. NASCAR would not end up racing in the country until the 90s.
That was the overseas tour with those select drivers. Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jr. was in there. And
Yeah.
a few others.
Yeah, they ran at Suzuka twice, and they ran at Twin Ring Motegi once. Mike Skinner, he never won any official NASCAR races, but he won twice in Japan. He won at Suzuka, and he won at Motegi. And when he beat Jeff Gordon at Motegi, this was, remember, 1998. Jeff Gordon had won 13 times that season.
Oh, and I was wrong. That apparently was not Brandon.
Who was that?
Not sure. No Talent 7. That just sounds like a Brandon name.
No
That
Talent
does
7.
sound like a Brandon name. Or it could be a shot at me with the 7. Just saying.
Mr. Dobbs wants to come down into the broadcast.
Yeah, go for it.
Down.
Where is Alan?
I got it. Oh, there he goes.
Hello, Mr. Dobbs.
Hey, what's up?
What's
Doing
going
good.
on,
Let
man?
me turn you up a bit because you are very quiet. All right, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. How you doing? What brings you here today?
Oh, just helping out up in the admin tower, making sure everybody's keeping their P's and Q's in check.
Well, they've done so far right now. By the way, it's going to be an interesting restart. I believe only the top 5 are not on new tires, so they're trying a little bit of a strategy move here.
Yeah, I think it's actually the top 3, I think. I think they're on old tires. Everybody else, I think, took new tires.
What about Schaefer and Isaac, though?
It's showing they pit on lap 68, unless they didn't take tires.
Schaefer pitted.
Oh, wow, they did, yeah.
Dewsbury pitted.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting up front here, I think.
Nixon, Sean, Banks, McRae, Ethan, Penley, Newbra, Moore. A whole bunch of them pitted.
Well, I can tell you, Cedric is a guy, he'll fend you off pretty hard. I've had my fair share of driving against Cedric. He's fun to drive against, but he's also a pain to drive against.
Yeah, I think them new tires, though, are going to come quick. And what do they have, 4 extra sets? Shouldn't be a problem from here on out. Like, you got sets to play with now.
Yeah, I think that top 3 will be okay for the first couple laps, but they'll get run down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think they're
We
going to be
have-
hoping for a caution here in 15 or so laps so they can maybe try to flip it back on the other guys.
Yeah, that's what I'd be hoping for if I was them.
So I'm just noticing we have a wild Jeff Medlin sighting in the chat tonight. What's going on, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
Jeff normally tunes in.
Absolutely. Always love to see Jeff.
All right. Well, the truck gonna be down pit road. Jurek leading.
Curious to see if any of these guys up front spin the tires. Doesn't look like
Nope, but good restart.
any issues.
Oh, leader changed lanes before the start-finish line. That might be a penalty there.
Yeah, that's probably the second
Rewind
one of
it.
those we've seen. Oh yeah, that'll be a penalty.
Now what is the penalty for doing that?
I believe
It's a R1, which is a 10-point penalty. Oh,
got a spin on
big
the back.
check up there.
And we got another spinner at the back. Cars in the wall.
That
the
all
grass.
started with the 45. He had to check up and about
Tony-
lost it and just stacked everybody up.
Tony Kivitz in the infield, he just self-spun. Oh yeah, one car as well spun out.
That's
Right.
Matt Webb was involved. I thought that was him.
No
we got
caution.
another
No. Oh, there
spinner.
goes cut it.
46 goes
Adam
around.
Patek goes around.
Still no caution. Barney falling asleep. Someone throwing a rock at him.
What happened there?
I think just too much loud pedal, too low on the track, fighting for positions.
Yep, self-spin.
And Barney fell asleep.
Luckily for the 46, he's already locked in the playoffs, so he's playing with house money tonight.
I mean, even if you're
But
playing with
a
house money.
lot of work to do.
Yeah, but even if you're playing with house money, I mean, it is pretty annoying when that happens.
Yeah, the reason the caution didn't come out is because where he spun, he was off the racing surface, and he got it back going before the leaders came back around. So iRacing has been, I wouldn't say stingy with the cautions, but if they're off the racing surface and there's no threat to the other cars on track, typically they won't throw the caution until they need to.
So what? Wilson did take 2 tires under the pit stop. Evan Ludi seems to have taken just fuel. Isaac's doing good on 2 tires right now, so you keep that in your memory bank for later.
Yeah, I mean, well, would they have 10 laps or so on their tires? So
Ooh, a little bit of a rub with the 33.
not a bad move at all.
So
Flip a couple spots, get some fresh air on that car.
depending where you are, like at the end of the race, 2 tires definitely on the table. Seeing with what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think it'll depend on how many laps are left. You know, if it's 10 or more, probably not really an option. If it's like 3 or 4, 5, 6, yeah, probably something that could work if you're like sitting in, 4th and you want to leapfrog a couple people on pit road. Brandon Hughes back out there, sends it 3 wide. He must be on freshies because he just sent it underneath the 42, but paid the price on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, he's multiple laps down. No hope at getting back out there to get any good, meaningful positions.
Yeah, you definitely need a few cautions to 6 cautions. And I don't think we're going to have it.
Yeah, been quite clean tonight. Isaac Wilson trying again under Nathan. I just don't think it's going to work. Needs to do it high, and I just don't know if he's going to get the ability to do that high. Going to go at the wall this time now.
45 just chopped the nose off the 30 car. Lucky the 30 didn't run him over.
Yeah, it's a tight battle. Mr. Full Inferno says, Bobby, you ready for Thursday?
Definitely not ready to race on Thursday night. I ran this past Thursday somewhat begrudgingly, but half the admin team showed up.
49 goes around off the 95's bumper. Got it saved, though.
But that is going to bring a caution out
And if
and bunch the
I'm
field back up.
if I'm one of those guys that stayed out, I'm coming in now.
Oh,
I
I
think
feel
you
like
got
you have to. You have
Yeah.
to.
How many laps do we get out of that run?
From here, you can make it on one
15,
stop.
About
Yeah,
15 laps.
95 just running the back of him in the corner.
Ran about 12 laps under green. So yeah, Cedric, Hein, Vachon are gonna pit. I think
Schaefer staying out.
Yeah, he pitted
Ludi's gonna
last time.
come to.
Kind of
Yeah.
puts Isaac Wilson in a predicament, though, right? Because he took 2 tires that last time.
He's
And
running quite decent on him though.
yeah, but now he's going to have a whole lot of 4 fresh tires behind him, right?
We'll see.
I think that probably is not in the end going to be a good move.
All right. Well, pit stops begin. Cedric gonna lead them down. I got about 8 cars on pit road.
So real quick, just to finish my answer, ran last Thursday night. I gotta give a huge thank you to about half the admin team showed up. I was going to be the only admin on Thursday night as Steven took some PTO time away from the league, and pretty much the entire admin team told me, no, Bobby, go run in your dad's memorial race, and I can't thank those guys enough for stepping up and admin in the race, but I will be back up in the admin tower on Thursday night and more than likely for the rest of the season.
Nice, nice. All right, we'll take a quick break and be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network.
Yeah, when you can't go more,
All right.
go.
Hello.
I mean, I don't blame you, Bobby. I don't blame
Yep, we're back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Schaefer leads under caution. We should be getting one to green this time by 25 on the lead lap. Brand new tires belong to Cedric Grosso in 17th and everyone behind. So we'll see if they can get moving. Cedric's
Cedric's
actually
gonna
going to
back
come back down pit lane
wonder if
Yeah.
he's at a
for fuel.
That's a-
allocator.
That's definitely a fuel strategy. iRacing was saying 62, so 63s, 60. He's topping
He's
off,
up
get a
there.
little bit more, and just to make sure, just in case it does go green.
So they
I
could be
don't-
in the captaincy here if we go green.
I don't think it will. Personally, I don't think it'll go green the whole way. I'd say we have like 1 or 2 more yellows in for us, but
I don't know this Xfinity series. They've been pretty clean.
Yeah.
for what this is, I would not be surprised at all to see it go green.
A lot of hard racing this season, Tony, as we've seen and been fortunate enough to call from the booth, but it is as hard and as close as the racing's been. There's been a lot of respect out there. We really haven't seen anything, overly aggressive or intentional out of any of these drivers. As Nathan Nixon spins the tires,
I was gonna say, did he spin him or wrong gear? Because he did not go.
One of the two, but the big loser out of that, besides him, is Isaac Wilson on those two tires. I think we're going to see Isaac push real hard here now.
Yeah, big
because
winner.
now he lost that ground, and he's going to have to make it up.
He's going to be defending pretty
Big
hard
winner,
now.
Spencer Dewsbury, though, gets up to the high side in second place. Nixon going to go under Dewsbury.
And that might work. I still think the top line's where it's at right now. Just that momentum off the corner. These guys on new tires towards the back, they'll be able to run that bottom, but you still can't get the exit you want. The car on the outside lane.
And
Nathan Nixon's going to... Isaac gets into the back of Banks. And that high line, like you were just talking about, that high line momentum, and it does look like they're starting to run that way top side in 3 and 4, like we were discussing earlier.
And I had heard, I didn't run long enough in practice to see how the car reacted over the long run, but I had heard that it got pretty loose. So if that's the case, then I would definitely be running that high line.
I was reading what you sent me. As it's starting to fall back now, but
definitely getting racy towards the back. 29 and 89 bang doors a little bit. Both keep it straight. 3 wide, Isaac on the outside.
Yeah, 3 wide, Isaac. There they go.
I was gonna say, it looked like he was gonna hook him. Oh,
more cars. Oh my goodness.
I think Gatlin got the worst of that one. He took a hard hit.
Yeah, even Ludi too. He had a pretty big hit to the outside wall.
Mr. Dobbs, please do not take offense to that, but we call that the Arca Break Weekly right there.
You got that right.
Let's see what happened here. So it looks like stop. We're gonna go good old chopper cam.
Man, that's on Isaac. Isaac got in the back of the 54, almost hooked him, but he turned down into the 77.
Yeah.
Apparently didn't realize the 77 was there, just turned down and into him, and that kind of spun him into the 45.
Yeah,
and
I for the 35.
I think just that initial contact and him lifting, and trying not to kill Brandon Banks is what caused that unintentionally, obviously, but
I think it was a reaction, right? He had that 54 there. He didn't want to wreck him, didn't want to hook him, so he tried to turn down, and he turned the wheel.
That's going to send a lot of cars down pit road, and look who's in the lead.
Yeah, looking out his cockpit, he didn't even realize the 77 was there.
No,
turned it down. And
so, with that being said, with that caution, that early caution, looking at the stint length, they don't even have 10 laps on their tires yet. And most of these have been caution laps for Burrow, Van Weston, Newborough, Webb, and Vachon, and Pettit. So,
yeah, they're sitting pretty good right now.
They're in a good spot right now, and I think they're going to be very competitive, all 5 of them. Van Weston does come down pit road, though, so it's going to be the top 4 are on slightly older tires, but I mean, it's going to be a negligible difference, at least in the start. Maybe as the run goes on, but in the start, it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, we'll see what Isaac can do here.
Isaac is not exactly happy in the chat, and I can't say I blame him. It's definitely got to be frustrating.
Yep.
Yeah, but he was also 3 wide, right? He pushed it 3
Exactly.
wide. You know, it's
He made a
what can you
boo-boo.
do? You
I'm
know,
done lifting for people, he says. Fair.
well, we're gonna see what these fresh tires can do. I assume Schaefer's the first one with fresh tires sitting in 7th.
All right.
So
Well,
we're
while
gonna
we
we're gonna see what happens.
take a quick break and be right back.
Well, we're going to go.
All right, we got one lap before we get green. Now, I want to go through all of you guys real quick. Who do we watch tonight? Who do we keep an eye on? Let's start with Bobby.
As of right now, Pettit was making some pretty good moves through the field. Never could really get into clean air. He had that spin, and through the pit cycles, he has found himself now in 5th place. Do I think he's got a shot at winning it? He's on older tires, but I definitely think we should be keeping an eye on him.
Tony.
No, I mean you got to take the obvious, right? Brandon Banks, fresh tires, sitting in 6th.
Low-hanging
mean,
fruit.
Yeah, I mean you gotta go there, right?
Yeah.
What do we got for you, Dobbs?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on Spencer Dewsbury. I feel like he's been running a real good race, and you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, big spin in the back.
They wrecked again.
Who is that? That's Joy Mains.
Statement about cautions.
Speaking it into existence, chat, you have my full permission to flame Joe now.
Well, it looked like netcode because there was a decent gap between the 12 and mains, but he might hit him anyway.
Gap. There's a huge gap, but he was definitely coming up pretty fast.
Yeah, it looked like he just, I don't know, it's almost like the car stepped out a little bit and he had to chase it.
I'm going to go with...
Oh, yeah, the car stepped out. And go back and watch on...
yeah, Cody's car.
He hits that bump and it unsettled that car something fierce. Yeah. And she took the wiggle and right up the track. Yep.
That's what I saw too.
I'm gonna go with Cedric Burroso. Yeah, he's in the lead right now. He's not led a ton of laps. He's fast. Wouldn't say he's the fastest car, but the strategy has been getting him up in front. If he can just keep in a good spot with the strategy, I think Cedric Burroso could have a chance to get to victory lane today. And with that being said, we got a new sponsor coming in hopefully very soon. So thanks to Advantage PC. Find them on Facebook, Advantage PC. They'll make you PCs.
So looking at the damage, Cody Riggs definitely took the worst of that. He's got a big gap in his hood, and the back end's beat up. Mains only has a little bit on the back end. I think he'll be all right here at Iowa. If it was a bigger track, I'd be a little more concerned, but I think he's gonna be fine.
Yep. Capital A, capital E for Advantage.
I think he is also possibly close to our biggest mover as well, Cody Riggs, so far tonight.
Highest mover
gonna
right
be
now is
him and
Pettit.
Pettit.
Pettit's up 20. Riggs is up 18. Webb's up 13. Wilson's up 13. That's all the guys that are up 10 or more.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Cody, that damage he took, I don't think he's going to be able to maintain pace. There's a big wrinkle in that hood. It's going to let all the air in, basically a big parachute.
It's just extra cooling. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
Extra
Wow.
cooling and more work for the body shop.
I mean, the front end's probably going to stick really well in the corners, but that straightaway speed is probably what's going to be hurting him the most.
Okay. Well, we got just less than 50 to go, 5th caution of the day, so still not bad. Should be getting green next time by. Would not be doubtful for another pit stop for any of these guys out here.
And I think this restart is really going to be key for Grosso, right? Schaefer's on fresh tires. He's going to be able to react. So he's really got to get the jump here just to clear Schaefer to have any chance of staying up front. If Schaefer leaves
Cedric.
equal, Schaefer's going to blow past him in about 1, maybe 2 corners.
Well, Cedric's doing the right thing, and that's choosing high.
Yeah, I think it's more going to be on the launch, making sure you're in the right gear, making sure you're not spinning the tires, and trying to get, catch Schaefer off guard. High lane, out of sight for Schaefer's. He's not on the driver's side of the car. It gives him a little bit more of an advantage, but still, it's going to be tough. Even if he hits the restart perfect, it's still going to be tough to keep Schaefer back.
Yeah, but he's not
restarted
even that
6th.
old. He's not even that old, though.
Yeah, but Schaefer's had the pace all night, and he's got the advantage on tires. That's the thing, right? Schaefer started 6th on that last restart, and he's up to 2nd in, less than a lap.
Well, we shall see. Cedric just needs to get a good restart, and we'll see where it goes from there. Take a look at the speeds that they're running real fast.
Cedric
Great
got it.
jump.
Great launch.
Yeah, looks like he caught Schaefer off guard a little bit.
That's what
But
he
here it
needs to
comes
do.
already.
Still going to be rough to
Pretty
run the
close.
bottom, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, Schaefer's gonna have him in this corner.
Yeah, he's going to send it in, clear it,
Well,
probably slide up.
Also
Yep,
has
easy.
benefit of those new tires as well.
Yeah. Well, and just like we said earlier, he just had the pace all night. He was out front. You give him a tire advantage and a faster pace, it's going to be really hard to defend. Cedric was, up there, but he didn't have the raw speed that Schaefer did. 3 wide back here. Nixon with like the 54 Banks. And
Oh, man. He nearly spins the black car up there.
oh,
Thanks.
there was
Oh, there he
Nixon
goes.
gets bent.
Spencer got in the back of him. He lost that momentum down the straightaway. Got that car kind of fishtailing when he almost got in the back of the 54. I think that's what was the difference in the corner entry.
Yeah, just wax him. No bumper Nixon. Oh, it's back now.
Well, and to be fair, from a driver's perspective, right?
Yeah.
If you're fishtailing down this the straightaway, right? You're still using your same braking point, but you're carrying less speed, which creates a little bit of a checkup.
Yep.
And seven's not going to lift, right? Spencer's not going to lift because he's not anticipating that. He doesn't see what happened in front of him. So it's kind of a racing deal.
Probably, I don't know, I don't know what Cedric should do here. I think if I was Cedric, I'd stay out and wait for one more caution, perhaps.
I think he has
that's what he's
to.
gonna do.
He made his bet. He's got to defend here, and hope for another 10, 15 lap run where
Yeah.
everybody else comes in for tires as well.
Yeah, but they may not, you know.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see.
I think there was quite a few that did come in before, but you get 20 laps on the tires, you know, and you're gonna have a decently long run to the end. I think you have to. Otherwise, you're just gonna get freight trained.
We'll see. I gotta step away real quick. Just give me 10 seconds.
Yep. Mr. Dobbs, what's your take on that? What do you think the move is? Should a caution come out in about 10 laps?
Yeah, probably all of these guys are going to be coming down pit road if I had to guess. They're all going to be wanting some fresh rubber.
Yeah, as long as they got that set in the pits, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah, I mean, do they have one left or two? What do they start with?
They started with 4 additional, so I'm pretty sure everybody still has one set left.
They should have one. So that's a tough call, though, ain't it? Because if you come in on lap 120 and another caution comes out on lap 135, everybody's going to be wanting tires again.
Yeah, that's true, but I also think that you want to be on that first wave that takes tires, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to have to be coming through the field with 15 to go.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You might have the pace, but it's not going to be easy to pass.
Absolutely, especially late in the race, they're going to be pushing as hard as they can, putting their cars in some bad spots. You don't want to be caught up in somebody else's mess. You want to be the first car on fresh tires.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a couple people come down right there just to get the track position for later, because you know these guys are going to come down and take tires before this is over. I would have to imagine.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is people are banking on at least one more caution, like the 30, right? He's banking on one more caution, get the track position now, and hope we get another caution so he can come in and be equal with these guys. Schaefer's banking on no more cautions.
Yeah,
I think,
well, 2
I
to green
think
this
Schaefer's
time.
pretty good either way, honestly. He's been pretty dominating all night. Hasn't really, he's got put back in traffic a few times and has found his way back to the front. So it's his race to lose, whether we're green or caution. Somebody's going to have to take it to him.
Yeah, I agree. And just because of that, right? If they do get a caution, he's going to pit just because, he's got the pace. He might have to fend off some guys that are desperate, in the back. They flip it just to get up to the front, but he should make short work of them.
Well,
He might
we
be one of the
shall
few
see.
cars that could drive through the field. I still wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Especially, trying to go through the field on cars with older tires that are pushing tight. Find yourself up in the wall real quick.
Yep, or you're having to hold that loose condition down on the bottom. Looks like we're under green now.
And abusing those tires on the bottom.
We've still got 24 cars on the lead lap, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
I'm expecting these restarts to get a little bit wild.
Absolutely, it's go time.
Hey, Hughes only needs 3 more cautions.
In theory, he could get them.
All right, here we go. Green flag.
Third place on the inside just kind of got caught sleeping there.
Should pass Cedric, though.
Oh no, I mean the third car in line on the inside. First two got a good jump. Oh, Cedric in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been having fun with that wall. He's been hitting it a lot.
3 wide, 46, 93, 36. They get it straightened out to 2 wide. And I imagine Isaac Wilson is, like he said in the chat, not lifting. So I probably don't want to be in front of him, or at least, you know, maybe a car length gap would be pretty comfortable.
Muy caliente.
We're all right. Not bad.
And that outside lane is stacked up. I feel like that 52 car is really holding up that outside lane right now.
Oh, 42 goes around in the back.
Oh yeah. 95, 49 involved. Well, there's that caution.
If I'm
Nathan
Cedric, I'm
Nixon
pitting right now, I think.
Absolutely.
tagged him.
Oh yeah. Sent it on the low line. I don't know if the 42 was just slower on through the corner, if the 33 just sent it, but definitely was not a lane there. Maybe anticipated the 42 sliding up the track a little bit, but he did not. But how about that Matt Webb sitting in what, 5th place right now?
Yeah, not a bad run for Matt Webb. Keeping my eye on Cedric.
We got a few takers here.
No.
Oh, he backs out.
Vince.
But they come back in the back. We got a few.
Vince was one of those guys, so surprised that they didn't work together, the two teammates.
I wonder if the guys at the front right now are concerned that we're going to be stuck in a caution cycle where if they pit, they won't have a chance to get back to the front.
It's very possible. You know, like Clint Boyer says, the pay window's open. So there's gonna be some people pushing the issues here.
So Vince is gonna come out 19th. I mean, it's a tall order for him, but you know, let's say we run a couple more laps, a few people wreck, a few people pit. Got a big bunker behind you.
I feel like the people in the front, right? They've made their bed. They're not coming in again. If they were going to come in, that was the time.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's too late in the race, right? There's going to be, what, 30 laps left when we go green. 30 laps at a 3/4 mile track is going to click off real fast if we don't get more cautions. So they can't pit now, at least
That's
attempting to win the race.
7/8 of a mile track.
Either way, it's such a quick track. They're running, you know, what are their lap times? 24-second laps. Yeah, I don't think you can pit now if you're in the front. If you're going to pit, that was the time.
Did Schaefer change lanes? He was in the middle of the two lines at the restart. Never mind, I watched it. The entire line shifted down. Okay. Got Connor in the chat. Hello, Connor. Gotta bring you back in the booth for once. So Schaefer, Newbro, Bruoso, Banks, and Webb top 5. You think Newbro might have a chance at Schaefer?
I think that would take a major mistake on Schaefer's part, which we really don't see him make. I think Schaefer's just had too much speed.
I'm just waiting for the caution flag to get out of here. It looks like we'll be at 2 green this time by.
Jacob, we know you're not Connor. Connor messaged or chatted above you. But I think Schaefer chose the right line to defend that number, you know, that number 1 spot, right? Less chance of tire spin, harder visual for the inside line to see the outside line. Definitely the right move, in my opinion. And you keep the momentum through the corner.
All right, 1 to green this time. It should be. Yep. All right.
I honestly would not be surprised to see the 3 and the 54 clear that inside lane within the first lap.
I'm surprised that Barroso did not come down with Vince, though. I mean, is he like in a dangerous point spot?
I'm not sure. I have not looked at the points recently for Xfinity.
Bobby's gone a little bit quiet.
I'm sitting here breathing heavy into a bag.
We might need a new one because these cars are gonna be off this time by.
Green is out.
Inside line does not get a good jump.
Yeah, definitely not. What? Sent it into 6,
Yeah.
sent it in turn 1.
He's got pretty good speed down there.
Able to clear the 54.
And here comes. What was that, the 30?
Yeah, Barroso's still down there. I mean, his tires are only like a lap or two different.
Oh,
He.
Evasive maneuvers.
I'm sorry,
All right.
Cedric.
So many people did so good missing him until they didn't.
All right.
That's a very good way to put that.
Yeah, came up, got loose. He's gonna come down pit
See-
road now, but not for the reason. Oh, who hit him? Oh, the 89 did.
See,
Hold on.
what had happened was it was going well until it wasn't.
Who else hit him? It looks like the 70 hit him. 33 got involved in that. Oop, where are we fast forwarding for?
You know what happened? Same thing that happened to the 12. Ended up getting a little loose and had to chase the car up the track.
Where's Vince and all this? Did Vince get through? Yeah, Vince.
I'll tell you one person that did get through, and I am shocked he got through, was the 20 of Sean Pointer. He about had to stop and somehow did not get run over from behind.
Ooh, 8. A 93 slid through that. Wow.
Well, let's see if anyone gained any spots. Hughes is going to be 1 lap down, so.
Well, we definitely have our biggest mover now.
You got to go back and watch the cockpit from the 8 of Nathan Penley. That was definitely a pucker moment there.
I was going to say, have undies been spoiled?
Oh, yeah. He's going to need a change.
Undies have been soiled. Code brown. Code brown. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Let's
I
see
need
what
a
hap-
change of I need a change of undies after that.
Let's see what happened here. Yoy, where is the
Oh,
red?
yeah.
And
He got
not
a good shot of the side of
laughing,
his car.
not laughing at other people's misfortune, but I'm watching this onboard of the 8 and just so happen to look up in the rear mirror, and you just see hoods and bumpers and everything flying in the mirror.
So to take a look at the guys that are on the tires, because I like me a good old strategy. Best on tires right now would be McRae. So McRae's in 15th. But you know, we're just kind of burning laps off at this point. We got about, we'll be getting back to green with about 20 to go, something around that about. So we'll see.
Yeah, Isaac, you definitely got lucky there.
A lot of people got lucky there.
Isaac in 7th right now. He's up 17 on the day right now. Cody Riggs up 22. Finally, not seeing him for the first time all day, probably.
Yeah,
Isaac be driving.
Penley snuck through there. Isaac snuck through there. Pointer snuck through there. Riggs snuck through there.
Seven got saved by the 5, so he wouldn't spun out.
My answer to that question always is all of them. When someone asks what number caution is this, all of them.
We're on number 8 right now. Not bad.
It's all your fault, Joe. We went 50 laps green until you said something.
Yeah, I was trying to set us up for a green flag run to the
Look,
end,
I'm
and he's
just
like,
trying
"No, we're gonna have more cautions, guys."
Look, I'm just trying to give Alan Dobbs something to do. Give the Xfinity admin something to do, you know. They're not allowed to have peace this week.
Well, they did decide to put a short track on the schedule, so.
Tony, you better love me because I'm going to leave that one alone.
Well, hey, Bobby, you're actually not, you're in ARCA, so. Well, hey, Zach, guess what? Have fun with trucks tonight. Or not tonight, but have fun with trucks tomorrow, bud. We're at Bristol, and that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be wild.
That's actually going to be me have fun because Zach will be making a truck start, I believe.
Oh, that's right.
How about that?
So that, I think, might be me and Mr. Tony.
I thought Zach was going to be starting New Hampshire. I know he's running New Hampshire, isn't he?
Green flag is out. Another great jump by Schaefer. With Newbrough running second.
Penley set him up for that crossover. We'll see if it works.
Now my question is, if we do go green, I know that DVR is a lot like Exile. We do not have team
Nope. Hey, yeah.
That was close. 93 got in the left rear of the 7. 7 able to save it.
Great save, though.
Yeah, Spencer would have kicked Isaac all the way to Canada if he got spun out.
My question that I was going to ask looks like Penley's going to throw a monkey wrench in it, but Newbrough is not locked into the playoffs. If they had the opportunity, do we think that we would see some team racing there to help a teammate get locked in?
I don't think so. Not from what I've seen in the past. I don't think so.
You're fighting for a win, you know.
8 makes it around, but opens the door for the 54 to come low.
This isn't
job.
This is not F1. I'll put it that way. And Banks looking under Penley. Penley all of a sudden just has good speed.
Penley always has quiet speed, right? He's not real flashy. You're not going to see him out there leading every lap, but he's there when it matters.
That's sneaky fast.
Yes. He was been that way since last season as well.
Yes, he was.
Quick peek. McRae is up to 10th. So if, you know, our caution comes out, McRae might be in a decent position.
John Pointer trying to make the move on the inside of the 52. McRae's going to join him down there. He's going to clear the 52 and slide up to that high lane.
Oh, 52 on the wall.
McRae may need a little bit of help with the caution if it comes down to the end, but he's making good progress. I just don't know if he has enough time.
Yeah, I think you need another caution to bunch him back up. It's just so hard to pass.
And Schaefer is just checked out. He is god awful fast.
Yep.
And McRae right now 2.5 back. But getting slowed up by Sean Pointer. He's still gaining on Schaefer though, even where he is right now. So Sean has some speed. There's caution.
Nathan Nixon in the wall.
Nixon, yeah.
No.
Well, that's gonna shake it up.
My body guy's got more work to do.
Go see what happened.
Just got in the wall and
He went off the bumper of the 5, it looks like.
Barney.
Got in the wall, got out of the wall, into the 5's bumper, back into the wall.
Barney has taken his Red Bull and now he's throwing cautions for whatever he sees.
Yeah, really, unfortunately, nothing the 5 could do there.
Yeah, 33 got checked up running that low line, slid up to the top. 33 got in the wall, slowed him up even more, and the 5 was there.
All right, do we see any pitters? Yes, we do.
Schaefer goes.
Schaefer.
Henley stays out. Banks stays out. Dewsbury stays out. Pettit stays out.
Now
A
this
lot
is
of them.
interesting. I love
Yeah,
this.
most of the rear guys come in. So that's actually going to be big for James McRae. He's going to gain a few more spots. He's going to restart 6th. So McRae is in the best spot right now. Penley is in the lead. I'm liking McRae right now. McRae looks good. And Brandon is on the lead lap.
I was going to say, no money's on the lead lap.
Alan,
No
I
money.
agree with you here. This is really going to change things up because there's not going to be a lot of laps. What, 10 to go? Give or
Isaac,
take?
Just about, give or take, yes.
Isaac takes 2 tires, and Brandon will restart 12th.
There's
Isaac
quite
11th.
a few cars that stayed out.
So,
I don't know if I like this call, to be honest with you.
Not from Schaefer.
tough,
No.
yeah, tough.
I like it
I-
from the guys.
Unless he was
mid-pack.
worried about McRae. I don't know. though.
No, I agree with you, Dobbs. That's kind of a risky one, right? You're kind of sitting there, but you're also in that bad spot, right? You stay out, everybody behind you goes in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of the problem as the leader when you come down to these late race restarts like this. What do you do?
Absolutely.
I've been put into that position so many times in the ARCA series here lately, and you know, if you come down, everybody else is staying out, and if you stay out, everybody else is coming down, and it's like no matter what you do, you're probably not going to win this race.
Yeah, you're just in a bad spot. I think it caught a lot of people off guard, though, because I think you saw a little bit of confusion with the 8, the 54. They were like, oh, crap, what are we going to do now?
Yeah, and a bunch of
would've
them
been
missed the
confused, too.
commitment cone, too. They went to go down, but they missed the commitment cone and went, well, I wanted to go, but now I can't. I got to go back out.
This is going to be the battle of Penley's life right here.
You know,
right?
I don't think we're done with cautions.
I don't either. Cars on fresh tires at the back trying to drive through the field. I don't think we're done either. But
I mean,
that probably
Schaefer's gonna
benefits.
be on a warpath.
The thing that benefits McRae is that he has 5 spots between himself and Isaac.
Yeah, but
And he also has 2 teammates in front of him.
this restart's going to be huge for Penley, right? He's got to get the launch. Choose that high lane, get the launch. But if we get another caution, like that helps the 8 as well. He doesn't have to defend that long.
We'll get back to green with 11 laps to go. If you're in the rear, you really don't want to see a caution because there goes your advantage.
Yeah, the 8 doesn't want to see a green flag lap.
Yeah, he wants to go caution the rest of the way. He wants to get a good launch, have a caution come out, run a few more pace laps, get a good launch, have a caution come out.
I'm still of the opinion that green, white, checkered's bad. But run at the
Well,
advertised length and
Everybody is
Shut it
entitled
down.
to their opinions, Joe,
yes.
even if they're wrong.
Whoa. Hey, I say we go back.
Had to.
I say we go back to the 2003 system. In real life.
Like I said before, this restart is going to be key right here for the 8. If he
Yeah.
nails this restart, there's a good chance that he could defend all the way through. We saw him battling side by side with the 54 per second.
Schaefer's lining up in P12, so
Yeah, that's a lot of cars to pass. But he's in the
We'll
right
see.
line.
I think he's probably going to get 2 or 3 a lap here. So if we go green a few laps, he's going to be
Schaefer-
right up there with him.
Schaefer
Yeah.
give the 5 a big shove, telling him, hey, get close. I don't want to mess at you. And now he's not close, so... Oh, yeah, you can't pull out there, though.
54 gets a pretty good start. I think the 8 spun the tires a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out after turn 2 here.
Oh, yeah.
Eight's going
Oh,
to
eight
carry
gets
that
a good
momentum.
Lead, though.
And if
Schaefer
Dewsbury
is
can
right
get to
in
the
the middle.
outside of the 54, then Penley's looking
Caution
pretty-
might come out. Car spins in the back. Schaefer making good moves. McRae hasn't really done anything. He's stuck in the top side. And Schaefer is down on the bottom. He's already up to 9th place. Gonna take away Cody, and now he's gonna be in 7th, fighting with McRae.
And Penley's just loving what's happening behind him right now, right? The 54 is battling with the 7, not able to really
Tell you
close
what,
that
though,
gap.
Schaefer is coming.
Oh yeah, he is.
So
He's sticking it
fast.
3 wide every time he can.
Tom Pointer moves out of the way of Schaefer, gonna dive it under again. He's just been diving real hard every single lap. Now he is gonna be side by side with 4th place Adam Pettit.
That gap's getting closer. 54 is inching in the 8.
Your penalty, you want to caution like right now. But I don't know. 8 laps to go. I don't think penalty's gonna hold off though.
Not without help.
Yeah, I don't know
imagine
how.
that.
I don't think he can defend Schaefer. He's just too fast right now.
Right.
Can't imagine that Banks is gonna give him too much of a hard time.
I've seen these two battle before. I wouldn't say that. There's Schaefer.
There. He's in the
Penley got,
lead now.
yeah, Penley got tight on exit. Looked like he lost some momentum there.
There's nothing
Opens
really
the
you
door
could
for
do.
Schaefer. Nah. He was a thick
People
dog.
with a 1,000 IQ move to win this race.
Isaac Wilson still, he might be able to knock out a couple more positions. He took right sides only.
It's sixth right now. 54 is bouncing off the wall on the front stretch.
No one else went besides Schaefer. Everyone else.
Oh,
kind of
20.
Sean Pointer is.
Oh, turned it back into the outside.
Almost
this
had it
is-
saved.
Yeah. Got hooked a little bit and overcorrected it.
Where is the 20? Sean Pointer.
That's virtually going to give this race to Schaefer, right?
I think
he
some
got
people
the
are
lead.
going to come down pit road though.
It's too
I
late.
don't see any way that Schaefer's going to have to just
49
absolutely
bombed him.
Yeah, got tight, walked up the track.
So, I mean, looking at what we got here, I mean, where's the stints? If you're like Brandon Hughes, Brandon would be a bad choice to come down pit road. Actually, well, Brandon did pit earlier. Maybe if you're like Cody or something, I don't know. There's a few people I'm sure are gonna come down pit road.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of these cars that are still in lead lap are damaged, so I don't feel like you're going to have a lot of pressure from behind you.
Yeah, a few people coming down pit road. Sam Gordon, Gatlin Downey, Joey Maines.
I mean, the next
just a
person on
couple.
tires is in 6th place, and he's only on 2. Schaefer, he's
What about
going to
McCauley?
have to in the wall on his own.
Yep. He's going to launch off this restart and never look back.
Yeah, 8 needs to watch out for tire spin.
Yes. Especially, well, yeah, because he's going to be starting on the inside is my assumption here, right? Schaefer's got to take the high line.
And he's on 50-lap-old tires. Granted, most of it's under caution, but
Yeah, the heat cycles play a factor, I feel like, even, in the
Well,
simulation.
we've seen people spin the tires up a little bit on fresh tire restarts. So.
Yep.
Well, it may be a foregone conclusion, but we will see. And make sure you stay after the finish for post-race interviews. We'll maybe give everybody one driver to interview. Could be a green-white checkered here, so
Actually, I think it's going to be a natural green-white checker. It looks like they'll take the green on 149. So,
no, it won't be.
will it not? Are they not 2 to green?
No.
They're 3 to green right now. They're
Are they? Okay. So yeah, it will. When they cross the start-finish line, it'll become the green-white checker. Then.
all right. Green-white checkered. I think what we get 2.
I believe it's 3. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. It's 3.
Still under caution. We'll do one more lap.
Yeah, pace lights are still on the truck.
Oh.
Gotta make me some ice cream when we're all done.
There must have been some debris out on the track they had to get cleared up.
I'll tell you, Iowa Speedway, they do make good hot dogs, though.
Hoping to be there for the NASCAR race. We'll see.
I was there for an Indy race a few years back. It was bacon. Up there. You're gonna be there in what, July is when it is?
June.
June? Well, hopefully you'll get some nice weather. Pretty much in a big old cornfield. There's all cornfields behind you.
I'm good with that.
Schaefer's taking the inside this time. You think it's because he's worried about that 8 spinning up?
I'm thinking.
I think
And to help pull along his teammate.
I think it doesn't matter for Schaefer, honestly. Like, he's got the fresh tires. He's not gonna spin. Like, I don't think it matters if he takes the inside or outside.
Yeah,
So he's
but
probably
I've
just
seen
gonna
people
take what's
get hooked.
comfortable.
I've seen people get hooked from the high side too, so.
I think this is more for the benefit of Banks, where he can count this down and help
Yep.
Banks get the jump on the 8.
Yeah, if they're in Discord together, absolutely. That's definitely what he's doing. Watch for the 54 to be right on him.
All right, 2 laps to go. And Brandon Schaefer has been in
we're
control
going
the
green here.
majority of the race. Green flag, good restart.
Yeah,
There
you
goes
can see they counted
54.
down. Yep.
Not sure if
See if
Banks
the 8
will
can
clear,
hang
though.
tough. 8 hangs
That 8
tough,
can
and
draw.
one heck of a run coming off the corner.
Yeah, he does. It's going to be an overall good finish for Penley, but not going to be the win he may have seen not too long
3
ago.
wide.
Spencer
3 wide
Dewsbury
down.
looking
Oh,
for the podium
6.
spot.
6 wanted to go 4 wide.
That's what I saw.
Nowhere to go, though.
That would not have ended well.
3 wide behind down the back straightaway. Isaac in the wall, going to lose the spot. But it's going to be Brandon Schaefer coming off a turn 4. He will
gonna
win
get
at Iowa.
second.
Gonna get
Battle for
second here.
Penley.
Penley's got him.
Penley got him.
Oh,
29 crosses the line sideways. Same with the 12, the 17, the 42.
A good run for Jared McCauley. He will get most positions gained by 1 position, 23. He'll finish 6th. Good job
Yes,
for
Jared.
Brandon Schaefer. What?
Jared and Adam tied, didn't they?
No, Jared got 23, Adam 22.
We'll see what the results show because it's going to be a little wonky with the admin positions here. When we upload them in SimRacer, it'll update.
Sort it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, donuts for Brandon Schaefer. He's a winner tonight. Time to get some interviews. I'll let you 3 take them. So
I'm actually going to step away, Joe, so you can grab my spot, and I will catch you guys Wednesday when I'm trying to drive a next-gen car as horribly as humanly possible.
all right, sounds good. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right, we're just gonna wait for the guys to come on up. No one is in the channels yet, so we're just gonna wait for them to pop on in. Good run though for Schaefer. Pretty much untouchable today.
Schaefer's doing the Polish victory lap.
How about that? Nice to see. Yeah, Brendan Banks though. Hello, Brendan.
Hey, how's it going?
Who would like to take Brandon Dobbs or Tony?
They don't, man.
I'll take him. Thanks, man. good run there, kind of off cycle with the tires. Schaefer on them fresh tires, able to make the move. Good battle with Penley. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, the track position was really important. Had a horrible qualifying start. Just tried to take my time getting through the field, and if I needed that race to kind of go long, I was really good probably for the last 30% of the run. I was much faster, and I wanted it to go long so I could get some track position that way. Had to kind of do it in the pits. At the end there, yeah, with Schaefer taking tires, we were kind of back and forth. I didn't know what to do. He kind of last minuted me. It was the right call. I probably should have came with him. But it was so hard for track position. I just didn't want to risk losing the track position at that time. And hey, we still podium. That's good. But kind of wish we'd went with him.
Yeah, they always say hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
You were talking about as the runs went longer, you were gaining speed. Did the track change at all? Did you feel any of that as it rubbered up or heat changes or anything?
Yeah, I mean, it started gaining a little grip there towards the end. I think that was the only reason why those tires didn't come as fast as they did on us at the end. Um, but it was really just about track position. Really, it was so hard to get enough run off the bottom to make the pass. If those guys if they could run the high side really good, and they could get off the corner, it was almost impossible to pass them unless you dive bombed them. I mean, that was pretty much the only way you could do it off the front stretch. So. Had to do that a couple of times to some people just to get around them. Don't mean to do it on purpose, but that's kind of how you had to do it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it definitely had a little more grip there at the end, but just ran out of laps, and Schaefer made the right call there. Congrats, Sam.
Yeah, man, it was a heck of a race by your guys' team there, and yeah, you know the routine. You've been up here before. The shout outs
Yeah.
are yours.
Yeah, appreciate it, Talesman. You guys for doing what you do. DBR guys, congrats to Schaefer for the win. Had a couple guys in the top 10, so that's a good night for us. And just everybody that kind of comes out and watches us every week. Appreciate what you do, and we'll go next week and do it again.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one. We'll catch you probably next week then.
All right, man. Thank you.
Been a fat minute since I've talked to Penley, so I'll talk to Penley. Penley, how you doing?
Joe, how's it going, man?
It's been a while since I've seen you. How
And
you
it
doing?
has been. Doing good, especially after that race. Can't believe we got a P2 there.
Yeah, I mean, you were kind of hanging out. We're hanging out in around the top 10, but near the end, you saw some speed. Unfortunately, you just couldn't do what you couldn't do what you wanted with your tire situation. Schaefer just so fast and got cut through the traffic real good. But tell us about your race.
Oh, he sliced and diced right up to the front when he took them tires. And it's funny because I was shooting myself in the foot. Like, why did I not follow him to pits? I thought he went back to 18th or so, but no, I just was talking to him. He went back to 12th on the restart, so he made it right back up. But all in all, I mean, it was a good race. We were fast. I had a fast car. Um, it was all about tires in the first stint there. I burned them up a bit too quick. Got a lot better, after that first stage break, and from there on, we were just cutting our way up to the front. And then my teammate Ethan got involved in that wreck. We went up to, I think it was seventh at that point, and we had a lot of good runs from there on. Was able to maintain up there in the top five for just, I think, basically the whole rest of the race. Moving forward, and doing a lot better. Kind of figured out our grooves and everything, and had a lot of good runs there at the end. So was happy with with everything. Couldn't ask for much more, except if Schaefer could have gotten held up in some traffic for a little bit longer.
I gotta ask you one question while we got you here.
Yeah, please.
There was a moment where I feel like the pucker factor may have been involved. Talk us through that one.
One moment? Come on, man.
There,
There's
there,
about 8 of them, it felt like.
there was one where I think you slid by inches when you turned high when the car was like right in front of you.
I know exactly which one you're talking about too, and it was like slow motion, man. absolutely terrified. That was the biggest code brown of the night. I
Yeah,
tell you what, I'm gonna have to teach a wreck avoidance class after that race.
I think the broadcasters had to change underwear.
You guys and me both, man. That was wild. We had about, I would say at least five, if not more, really close calls there. Just, I mean, wrecks right in front of me. It was terrifying, including one that took out Ethan, my teammate. It was crazy.
All
Uh,
right. Well, good job tonight. What do you got for shoutouts?
Shout out, of course, you guys. Couldn't do it without you guys up here in the booth. Do a great job. Every single stream that we have is great. Shout out to you, Joe. Glad to talk to you again. It's been a while. Hope the trucks are treating you well this season.
Um,
Yeah.
depends on the race. Did good at Indy, and then well, I got caught in the Kevin sandwich.
Yeah. I've got a couple of them. I'm rooting for you though. And same with the other FRC boys that are in the trucks this season. And yeah, shout out Relentless. League's awesome, guys. Seriously, do a great job. Shout out Hendrick Motorsports for giving us this fast Chevrolet Camaro as always. Um, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again. Shout out FRC. Got a solid team here. And as always, raise hell and praise Dale.
Yeah, and hey, keep an eye on your DM. I'm gonna shoot you one after the live.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
All right, time to get the winner. You take it, Dobbs.
Brandon, you got us?
What's up, guys?
Holy crap, man. Just absolutely dominated all night. Fastest car for sure. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, pretty good race. I knew the bottom would come in there. The more wore out the tires got. Running the opens here a while back, just knew like after 20, 30 laps, you could start running the bottom and make up time on the guys behind you because you just got to wait so long to get back in the throttle on the high side. So the bottom really started coming in. Yeah, I thought I screwed myself there at the end, man, when I took tires, but luckily, the minefield wasn't that bad that I was able to make it through there pretty easy. And very surprised. Like when I passed Banks, I told Banks, I said I didn't think I'd make it up here this quick, but just shows how much quicker fresh tires are compared to 40 some lap older tires. Even though there was only a couple green flag laps on those guys' tires, it just proves how much better fresh tires are.
Oh yeah, you were absolutely flying after that pit stop. We were definitely concerned about you having so few laps left and a bunch of people to get through. But luckily you came out, I think it was like 12th place. So it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. But definitely that green flag run there coming off that caution just really helped you. You made it all the way back to the lead. And I mean, did you even have a worry past that?
Uh, I didn't want to see the last caution, but I knew once I got a good enough restart, I'd be okay. But I don't know, man. That next to the last restart when I restarted 12th, I sent it three wide in one time when I kind of shouldn't have. But all in all, I appreciate the guys for giving me room and it worked out. So yeah, I don't know. I almost put a Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse move there last night, but I
Hey, you made it work.
everybody made it work. Yeah.
It was clean. You know, they gave you room. You didn't take more than you needed though. So I thought it looked good from up here. But yeah, it was definitely a great race. Congratulations to you. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Talesman. All the guys in Relentless. Appreciate it. Shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast, all the admins. Huge shout out to all the DBR guys, Reaper Speed Labs, Paul's Setup Shop. I think that's it, my brother.
Awesome, awesome. Well, once again, congratulations. Thank you for talking to us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, that was a good race tonight. Nice to see Bobby and Tony and Alan here. It was a fun race. It was pretty good. Got a little bit chaotic at the end, but Everybody did quite well. Here's the final results of tonight's race. It's going to be Schaefer, Penley, Banks, Dewsbury, Pettit, McCauley, Wilson, Newbro, Webb, McRae, Hughes, 11th spot after being 6 laps down. Goodness.
Good work to him.
Riggs,
Great job.
Vachon, Moore, Hastings, Maines, Pointer, Gordon, Sundstrom, Nixon, Downey, Kivet, Cedric Barroso, Van Weston, Hine, Ludi, Collier, Williams, Galan, Thorns, and that's going to be all for the 30 starters here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with Isaac Wilson hosting the Truck Series at Bristol. So, root for your favorite commentator in there. Tomorrow, hopefully we do good and finally get that 18 in victory lane, but we'll see. And then you'll see Tony there in Cup on Wednesday and Alan Dobbs in ARCA on Thursday. Good night, everybody. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network. We'll see you tomorrow at Bristol. Goodbye, everybody.